I said, I'm really sorry. Actually, I'm the one who offered. I said, I'm really sorry that happened. I really failed you. Maybe I should go back to where I was, and see if I can find work and start again. Because I think I really did a big mistake, taking your kindness for granted and losing control and going to have a drink. Maybe I should have talked to somebody. I should have asked for counseling instead of trying to do it all on my own. Yeah. So that's where I deviated from what I should have done. Yeah, I should have talked to somebody. That's what you're supposed to do. I would like you to give me a chance on some level. Just don't give up on me. Give me a chance. I need moral support. I need spiritual support. I need support on every level. And I like that line. Just hold my hand. Just walk me out of this situation, because I need that. I need somebody to help me do that. I don't see myself doing it without help and support. But I would like that opportunity, sincerely. And I thank very much anybody who is concerned enough to consider something like that. Just give me another chance, one way or the other, whether it's a career opportunity, whether it's rehab, whether it's whatever it is, just to get out of my environment, because I really am not seeing much happening for me.
Well, guys, today is a unique day. Reason being, approximately 1.5 years ago, I started a journey with you, and it has been a roller coaster of emotions. This was when we heard the story of one Joy Mukwanjeru, who had lived in the US, or rather the United States, for 21 good years, and she said they were all useless because they amounted to nothing in her life. This was her situation then.
Yes, this is after moving out of here. It happened suddenly, so I had to take out what I could emergency. So this is all that's left of my furniture. Okay, my seat, bed, that's mostly clothing. And I don't know if you have ever had a situation of when you have been evicted. It's a bit traumatizing. When you come home and you find your things outside, it feels like you've been robbed. You understand? It feels like you've been robbed.
Well, good as it may be, approximately 7 months later, she had been in a rehab. Her life had taken a great upward trajectory, and she was so hopeful that she was gonna do it and get herself out of her addictions.
We have got some, what is the word? Some routine, some order. So now,
what's the routine? If you don't mind?
Like in the routine, we wake up in the morning. We all have our own chores. We have our own responsibilities we have in the house. We all take turns cooking and cleaning. We schedule our appointments, whether it's doctor's visits, whether it's meetings for AA or NA, whether it's job interviews. We have that scheduled. We let the house manager know what's going on. If they have got any advice or any help that they can give us, they do that. And so that the sanity that brings. So then that way one feels confident. That I can actually be a productive member of society.
A few months ago, it was so heartbreaking to me when I got your messages, that is on Instagram, others giving me calls, that she was seen where I first met her. And that's why today I'm making this journey to where she is, hoping that I find her. And maybe, hopefully, get to know what brought her back to where it all started for her. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. It's nice you came to see me.
Yeah, of course.
You came to find me here where I started off.
Yeah, why not? You're still with your dogs?
Yes, I'm still with my dog, but it's not the situation I expected you to find me in. I'm back in the situation. I'm so ashamed of myself.
What is it? I heard about your story again.
Yes.
And of course I had to find you.
I went there, made a mess. Well, things fell apart. And now I'm back where I started.
Exactly.
Yeah, I feel very bad.
But you don't have to be here.
Really?
Yeah. That's why I'm back here again.
Yeah.
Can we go and you show me where you stay?
Okay.
You have a place now where you live?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go. It's not the other place where you used to be?
No.
It's a different one?
Yeah.
Ah. You were in the rehab?
Yes.
I left you there. What happened?
I had a relapse. Yeah, I relapsed. I took a drink and I failed. My name is Joy Mukwanjeru. I'm Kenyan. I grew up. I spent most of my life in America, and I came back in 2009, and I've been having trouble with substance abuse, primarily alcohol. And so these good people came to do the short film on us, and so they decided to follow through, and the response was wonderful. I got an offer to go to a rehab. I got a lot of help from you guys, and I don't know if I should mention the others.
No problem.
Yeah, you know, and you know, a particular rehab. Maybe we can. Should we say them?
Yeah. No problem.
You know, and then Eden House took an interest in me and sponsored my my rehabilitation. It was during this time that I experienced a relapse. This was due to certain factors, one of which is it was a bad year, COVID year. I think maybe even alcoholism went up this past year. People being stuck at home with nothing to do. It's not an excuse. I should be more responsible, but that's what happened. And so I'm back here struggling while we wait for the economy to pick itself up. And then my good friends came and to check in on me, and here we are. So I want to thank anybody who is seeing this and who responded, and who knows, I might get another chance. I'm not sure. So thank you very much for listening to my story.
Amazing. Yeah, we are with you.
Thank you.
We are with you through thick and thin.
Thanks.
But basically, I know what they say is that relapse is part of recovery.
Yes.
True?
True.
How was life in the rehab?
Good. Yes, got along with everybody. They were actually very wonderful. We had our own responsibilities. Rehab was fine. You know, with its ups and downs, you know, we are living together in one place. There's going to be, you know, ups and downs with personality. But for the most part, living with people for almost a year, it was very, very good. We are very well taken care of. All our needs were met. It was nice, peaceful. Got a lot of reading done. Got healthier. Yeah, it was good. And then after that, you go to a halfway house before you get released out into the you know. And in that time, you're supposed to have come up. You know, it would be good if you have come up with a plan for your life. You know, like maybe get a job or get some other way to support yourself. You know, that's where it gets a little bit difficult, seeing as it was a jobless year, and of course all the temptations of out there and just the usual stresses of being in a city and everything else. And if you don't have a good support system, you'll crash. You know, not everybody. You know, some people manage, but some don't. Yeah.
But all in all, you tell me that life in there was perfect?
Yes, it was good.
And then in rehab, how long do you stay there?
I stayed from February until August.
Until August?
Yeah.
And all this while you never ever...
I was sober.
You were sober? How was it for you?
It was good.
You miss the feeling now?
Of sobriety?
Sobriety, yeah.
Yeah. It's nice to be sober. You save money, you don't wake up tired, and you don't look like a corpse.
Come on.
No, drinking will age you if you don't It makes you look not healthy if you don't take better care of yourself, and if you don't drink to moderation. And if you drink a lot, it's a downhill spiral. You know, you can always know who are the Walevis, you know, with the scars and all that nonsense, you know, from that kind of lifestyle. You're not responsible for your life. You generally become a burden. So, you know, it would be nice to be able to pull the reins on that and put the brakes on that and see if I can give it another go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Tell me about this particular incident that happened that sort of got you out of this rehab center where you are.
Oh, okay, everything was going well. Okay, a little slow. I was still looking for work. I was having difficulty finding an opportunity to earn some money. So that frustration was building. That had something to do with the year being a jobless one for everybody. There was a lot of pressure, and you know, and a few other things that were going on in my life. You know, and then once again my health started suffering. I started losing my appetite. I started not feeling well. I started not sleeping very well. Just things started becoming difficult, and so I chose this. And I wasn't really talking to anybody about it. So I just chose the easy way, and I was near a bar one day, and I bought a drink, and that's all I remember. Yeah.
You went with it?
I went and drank it.
In the rehab?
Got there drunk. Some people who come and do spot checks on rehabs, you know, they grade rehabs, happened to show up on that day.
On that particular
day? It was a terrible day. So I'm busy talking to them, and they can say I am inebriated. So then they brought it up with the management and said, you know, people can't be, you know, walking around and talking around in rehab and they're drunk. You know, there's the issue of relapsing, and then there's the issue of influencing others, you know. So we discussed it. I think they were given some kind of ultimatum. So we discussed it, and then we decided it was best if I left. So here I am. Yeah, that was in August.
Probably when they were giving these ultimatums and everything.
Yeah.
Were they aware of where you came from? Probably you didn't have a place to stay and stuff.
The people who do the spot check?
No, the rehab guys.
No, they asked me if you know. Well, I said, you know, I'm really sorry. Actually, I'm the one who offered. I said, I'm really sorry that happened. I really failed you. Maybe I should go back to where I was, you know, and see if I can find work and start again. Because I think I really did a big mistake, you know, taking your kindness for granted and losing control and going to have a drink. You know, maybe I should have talked to somebody. I should have asked for counseling instead of trying to do it all on my own. Yeah. So that's where I deviated from what I should have done. Yeah, I should have talked to somebody. That's what you're supposed to do. But I was also having physical difficulties with my stomach. Like I was telling you earlier, I just felt ill, and I just went and just drank. That sometimes helps. Yeah, that's what happened there. And it was just all on the same day. Just, you know how everything can go wrong? Yeah. All on one day. The spot check people, the sipping, that's what they were put under so much pressure. You know, so that's how it ended. Yeah.
And on that particular day, you were asked to leave the premises?
Not that particular day. I think it was a few days after. I think they kind of like thought about it.
But clearly you are back where it all started for you.
Yeah, this was like my comfort zone. This is the only place I know. You know, and back then there was work. We were busy. So, you know, it wasn't like last year has been. It hasn't been like how 2020 has been. Just a slow time of nothing going on, nothing to do. You can't even travel, curfew. People will sit around and yes, you'll find time to have a drink and another. You know, so it's important to keep busy. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Of course, you come back to where you were before. Do you again continue drinking like you used to before?
No. There hasn't been that much opportunity, if you want to know the truth, or even that much money. So, you know, there was drinking, but not as much as before. Before I used to drink a lot. I used to have a lot of emotional problems when I used to live on the other side. So I always had to go home I always had to go home with a bottle every night. You know, these days if it's not there, it's not there. You know, but still the job situation doesn't help. The economic situation doesn't help. You know, so they still use. Not as use as before when I could have, you know, when one could use. But yeah, but there was still use. Yeah.
Did the rehab impact you in any way?
Of course.
It matters how you're sort of living right now.
Yeah.
After rehab.
Yeah. The patients, tolerance. It's been a hard year. It was easy to be in rehab because you didn't have to do anything but get well. Now when you're in the outside world, you have to do everything to survive. So the dynamics are completely opposite. You understand what I'm saying? Now it's become very, not you know, dog eat dog, hakuna pesa, everything is slowing down. Yeah, so yeah, rehab there was time for a lot of rest, a lot of reflection, a lot of discussion. Basically a lot of meditation, where we could seek. It was a very good rehab where you could seek. There was opportunities to seek your spirituality. You had time to do that. You didn't have to do that for the day-to-day hustle. But there was no day-to-day hustle happening last year for many people. So actually being in rehab wasn't really a waste of time. But now, with everything hopefully going to climb up and there'll be more opportunities to do something, yeah, rehab impacted me very well. I can see the difference. I can appreciate it. Yeah, I can see it was a very, very good opportunity. And also you make friends. Yeah, I made friends who hopefully will be my friends through my life, yourselves included. Yeah, yeah. The Eden Group, all those guys, you know, it's like I met a whole new genre of people that will help me with my growth. You know, and just the whole experience was a learning one and a very useful one for me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what do you do as of now?
As of now, there's the few to odd jobs that they have here.
Same jobs like the ones you used to do before?
Same. But you know, there's more to new businesses here. So it's not like you have to do like a bunch of farming. There's two places where you can go and work faster, clean and that sort of a thing. You know, there's that, there's, you know, you run chores, you run errands, you're sent here and there. Sometimes you can do deliveries, you know, things like that. But it's slow, so we take what we can get, you know, so you just have to just pace yourself. I've had some losses in my life. You know, I've had to move. The situation with the family, you know, it's like, oh, you know, you got an opportunity and it's and you blew it. So, you know, there's that tension there. You know, but the lifestyle is kind of still the same for me. You know, I wake up early in the morning. I go and I do my little jobs that I do over there. I try to get something to eat. You know, try to stay entertained. Just kind of the same old.
Oh, so this is your new place?
Yeah, Kevin. This is where I sleep. This is where I rest. It's a lot more comfortable than the other place. But I still feel that this is not my destiny. This is not where I want to be. And sometimes when I'm here, I feel very sad. I almost want to cry over what has happened in my past.
So how did you probably get this space?
I had some financial assistance from friends, and so I paid them. I started paying them slowly. So I just try to keep up with my payments. If I get kidogo money, I try to give it all, but depends on what I have. So like if I have like 1,200 or something like that, I give to her, like that, 600, like that, as long as I'm paid at the end of the month. That's how I've been doing it. That and putting food on the table has really been taking a strain. Like I told you, there are no jobs here.
How much do you pay?
2,500.
2,500.
Yeah.
So are you up to date with your payments as of now?
No. Yeah.
I know you didn't want this for yourself, or did you?
No, actually. This was not supposed to happen at all. I feel terrible about it, and I would like an opportunity to somehow get out of pull myself out of the situation to a better one, you know, and get a chance to do maybe things I could have done if I had not, you know, drop that ball. You know, maybe I would be somewhere working for someone in town right now, earning my living, living in my own place, you know, saving some money, helping others, you know. Maybe that's an opportunity that I took myself back. I think that's why it's called a relapse. So I lapsed. So it would be nice to have an opportunity to do these things and not let addiction or your frustrations or your problems in life get in your way, because you never know. You can fulfill a dream.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And probably when I look at it, you know, there are people who've watched you when we first aired your story.
Yeah.
They were so shocked about it. Like you could lead, you were leading the kind of life you were.
Yes.
We did a follow-up.
Yes.
And they were so amazed, right? The glow that was in your face, the glare. I remember how happy we were.
Yes.
And we were so sure that this time round, we've taken the bull by the horns, and we're doing it.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
And then here we are again. Someone might feel like, why her again?
Yeah.
Yeah. We gave her a chance. She sort of
Took
it,
but dropped it.
And dropped the ball.
Yes.
And now she's back to where we started. Why should I again stretch a hand? Someone would ask so.
Okay. Like you mentioned earlier, relapse is part of recovery. Sometimes you can grab the bull by the horns, slip and fall. Try not to get gored or trampled by it, knowing that it's turning around and you have to get a hold of it and tame it. You know. So life is like that. We are not perfect. Nobody's perfect. So, and we make mistakes. And sometimes there's other circumstances outside of our control. But then after doing all that rehab, one would think that I had acquired the skills to cope with my other problems, which is what part of rehab is. That is where maybe I blundered. I should have used other opportunity, another way to deal with my frustrations, instead of just going back to the crutch. You know, yeah, that'll make it go away. But there were other things that were going on. Maybe I could have taken a different path with it. I could have addressed it. Yeah, I could have maybe had more counseling and that sort of a thing. Been more, you know, taken in more meetings, just been more diligent. You know, maybe just the contentment and the inertia of not doing anything for a year makes one not really think very well on their feet. So there was that, you know, there could be a lapse in judgment. Yeah. So I think that's what did me in.
And probably, if again someone were to stretch a hand, I don't want to assume this.
And it's also very hard to be in the public eye. I don't know if you're aware of that. You live you bask. I think you're used to it. It's very, very difficult to have people come up to you. Sorry to interrupt you. And say, I saw your story. It's very difficult to deal with that. There's a lot of social pressure. A lot. Because, oh my God, the entire world is depending on me. The pressure is immense. Yeah. And like I said before, if you don't have the support system or the coping skills, there's a good chance one thing or other will happen. Yeah.
Exactly.
Because strangers come up to me. You know, you're a well-known person. You're used to it. It's your job. When you walk into a situation, that's what you come to do. But if you're walking in town or sitting down somewhere and somebody comes up and talks to you, it's always that. There's always that. Oh yeah. So there's that social pressure. Kubasana. A lot of people come up to me. A lot of people come and talk to me. And so when all this was unraveling, I'm still meeting them. Yeah, it's very hard. Yeah. Because then you meet people, oh, I saw you on Tuko on a show about alcoholism. Is that a drink you're holding? You know, so there's that. You feel very duplicitous and you don't want to tell them, look, I'm having a really bad year. You know, or something like that. Things are not going my way, and not just for me, for everybody else. So you see how you have that, like one you're supposed to be the poster child of it, and on the other hand, you're the one who fell flat on its face. So you see people have that, they'll wonder, you know, how to judge this person. But then they have to remember that it's a disease, you know, addiction, or the lack of ability to cope with life's stress.
Exactly.
Yeah, you know, so I apologize for anybody who I might have, what is the word, disappointed. I did not want to do that. And I would like to move forward with my life in a good, positive way, you know, with good opportunities. And yeah, it was a lapse in judgment, you know, for which I apologize with my heart, because I wasted people's time and effort, you know. So now it's like, let's see what happens. Yeah. So Kevin, let me take you to where I normally have a meal.
Okay. By all means.
Thank you. This is the place where I get my chips. Yeah.
Sit here?
Yeah, we can sit here.
Have a seat.
Yeah. Thank you.
Kidogo. Sasa wapi viazi tutafune kidogo.
Basically, when you look at everything that has happened around you, do family still talk to you, your family members?
Yeah, we talk, but everybody kind of keeps to themselves, you know. We talk, but it's not, you know, there was that one chance and then that kind of tapered off, so everybody kind of got discouraged and kind of went back to their things, you know, to what they were doing. Some even, you know, I sense hostility, you know, you had a chance and you know, and that is discouraging, but I don't blame them. You know, I can see where they're coming from. Exactly. But then this is also life, you know, and I really don't blame them for the choices they make in their lives. I think we've had this discussion before, so I think maybe that mindset would be the best way to go. You know, my friends and my family I will always like and respect, but I am not going to run away. I'm not going to creep away and die because I disappointed you. This is life. People make mistakes. So have you. You know, wouldn't you like another opportunity? You know, people say, oh, you know, we've tried and tried and tried. Well, try again. Wouldn't you like somebody to do that for you? You know, or to yours, or to have that ability. I don't believe in just dumping something out because I no longer have any use for it. I might have use for it one day and I won't have it. Yeah.
But you're not useless. Don't think so.
Yeah.
I still feel like probably we have another shot at it.
Okay.
I don't know, but I strongly feel so.
Sawa.
And I'm with you through thick and thin.
Sawa.
And of course with the Tuko family
Of
members.
course. Tuko, yeah. This is the kind of life I love. When I get to eat only healthy.
Healthy stuff.
You know. And not to get out of all these addictions. Yeah.
Forever.
Yes, forever.
Once and for all.
Once and for all. Yeah.
If someone were to probably stretch a hand again,
Yeah.
and give you a go at it, in what you say is like take the trajectory upwards for your life.
Yeah.
What do you think you will do differently this time around?
What I would do differently. For one thing, I've learned from my mistakes, so I'm going to try not to do them again. I'm going to try to find better coping skills, better ways of dealing with things that give me stress. Spend more time in recovery. Spend more time in recovery-based activities, meetings, counseling, these things. You know, whether it's even trying to find job in a rehab or recovery facility or center, that would not be a bad idea. As long as I'm around that energy, I feel stronger. And then, of course, there's a sense of support system, like I get from all my friends, you know, who come and check on me and see me, and when I fall down, pick you up. That's really something that not many people can do. Guys like you, they're like in a bond. It's like you falling down, even your own family and even your own friends can abandon you. You know, but then there's still somebody who says, you know what, I think I'm going to give that person a chance. You know, that is what encourages me. Because maybe one day I'll be, I think we've spoken about this before, I hope to one day be in the opportunity, to have an opportunity to do the same thing for somebody else.
Exactly.
Because, yes, be able to help like I have been helped. I would really like an opportunity to be able to be in that position. Yeah.
So, but what you feel is this time around you need a very strong support system around you.
Yeah.
And you're sure with that you'll be good to go?
I think so. We take it a day at a time.
Exactly.
Yeah. Whenever I'm grateful, you know, I look around me and I see I'm not supposed to be where I am right now. So please, Kevin, you can just do whatever you can. I need to get out of this prison. Okay, even if I need to go to a rehab or any other opportunity, for as long as it takes, I'm willing to try.
Sure.
Yes, I'm really willing to try. So you can, in any way you can find it that I can get a chance to come back to where I'm supposed to be. I really would be very grateful. As you have seen the situation, I need to get out of here.
But I just want you to realize that I'm not pissed at you.
Yes.
And I'm willing to take the ride with you.
Sawa.
Okay?
Thank you very much.
Pissed at you.
Thanks for encouraging
You
me.
didn't flop, you just slipped.
Yeah.
And you need a little bit more help, right?
Yes. Whoever's watching, I'd like to apologize for this relapse, for this mistake I made. But I would also speak on behalf of myself and other people who have relapsed or who have not really reached their goals. I would urge you to find it in your heart to understand and to help if you can, and to give us another chance. And yes, to my fellow relapsees, it's not the end of the world. Something will come up. You just need to keep fighting and be strong and be hopeful, and try to surround yourself with a good support system, people who care about you, who follow your story, and just try to pick yourself up. Don't just say, you know, I made a mistake, this is the end, let me just tiptoe away and miss an opportunity to help somebody else further down the road. So yeah, it would be nice to keep your chin up and believe in God and hope for the best. And thank you for anybody who supported me, and any assistance, whether it's in counseling or in any form of support, to get me out of my environment, of my existence right now, would be greatly appreciated. And this time for real, this time not taken for granted. You fall down, but you get up. Yeah, excuse me, yeah. Every time you fall down and you get up, one day, you'll make something of yourself. Yeah. Whether it's in the area of personal encouragement to other people, counseling, just something which includes society, whether it's giving them talks, whether it's, I have all these skills. It's just my opportunities in life right now and my lifestyle don't allow me access to those. I'm a certified chemical dependency counselor. I told you before. I graduated top of my class, so it's kind of like a shame to be the teacher who failed. You know, not only should I use this experience to help myself, but it's to teach others the whole story of recovery, because I understand it on an intimate level. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. So what I'd like to share, you know, in closing is, I would like you to give me a chance on some level. Just don't give up on me. Give me a chance. I need moral support. I need spiritual support. I need support on every level. And I like that line, just hold my hand, just walk me out of this situation, because I need that. I need somebody to help me do that. I don't see myself doing it without help and support, but I would like that opportunity, sincerely. And I thank very much anybody who is concerned enough to consider something like that. You know, just give me another chance, one way or the other, whether it's a career opportunity, whether it's rehab, whether it's whatever it is, just to get out of my environment, because I really am not seeing much happening for me. You know, so I don't want to just wallow here in my sympathy. So I would really need your help and support on those levels. Yeah.
Exactly. Why do you think, probably in your own wisdom and capacity, why is it that when Joy first got freedom immediately after rehab, the first stop she made is in a bar?
The problem with Joy, there were some issues that were not addressed of the parent. So Joy is still paining. Until she is reconciled with the parent, that issue, if it's not addressed, it doesn't matter which rehab, the best in the world should be taken. That pain will lead her to go and drink. because she has emotional and psychological pain. Joy is depressed. The other one, every woman who is above 24 years or 25 years old there, they start thinking of marriage. They start thinking of having children, especially past that, let's say 30. They start thinking, I need to have a family, I need to have a child. Or I want, even the day I will not be alive, I want to be remembered. And we Africans, we look for the kids. Now, all that joy does not have. And the next of kin, the one that she should be associated, they have rejected her. Now, all those things are the ones I'm saying, they have to be addressed. If they address, joy have a future. If she doesn't get those, can she get others who love her and accept her? And that's why the question you asked me, why did she go, when she got freedom, why did she go there? She's looking for love and acceptance. Where does she get it?
In the bottle.
That's where those are the people who love her. That's where the people who lift her soul, her spirit, her, and she feels that euphoria and that goodness. Apart even from the bottle, those people in the bar who are not judging and condemning her, because that's all what want. Like you have come here in Akada. If you came and I started rebuking you, I started condemning you, I was harsh on you, I believe you could not have taken 10 minutes with me.
Exactly.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Because this is not what you expect. Yeah? You expect somewhere you are going, you are welcomed, you are recognized, you are shown there's something you are doing important, and then you continue. That's exactly what Joy wants. Everybody. I'm a preacher. And if I go somewhere I preach, and people, nobody cares about you, nobody pays attention to you, you feel like even what you have done have not been appreciated. You have not been recognized. Your sermon was not good. You, as a human being, you'll feel low. You'll feel you are, am I worthy? Did I do the right thing? You start even yourself self-condemnation. You start even judging yourself. That self-inferiority complex that comes in. If you are not you are not firm with the faith and whatever, you'll go for that bottle. Exactly. And that's exactly what Joy is happening. So after treatment, after she finished all that, and now she is not being appreciated, the family did not see anything good coming out of her. The people who are surrounding her, nobody appreciated or came to her, especially those people she knew. Those friends who were there for when she was somebody. Nobody came. Still, Joy will go looking for those who are ready to receive her with both hands.
Exactly. She tells me that she feels she's in a prison that she needs to get out of. And then given that she's also a certified addiction counselor, she's like, it's now about time the doctor needs the medicine. I don't know what you make of that sentiment by her.
I agree with her. She's in a prison. Yes. This prison is the one. I didn't come with my laptop. I could have shown you. There is a lion where one of its cubs, the small puppy, those kids, fall in a crib. In that crib, this cub, there are only two things. It's either you die or you are rescued. So Joy is in that pit, the bottom of a hole, where somebody needs to throw a rope down there, and Joy holds, and then you pull her up. And that's what I'm saying. She needs somebody who will accept her the way she is, and somebody who will not judge her and condemn her, and walk with her. And that's what I'm calling a sponsor, or somebody to mentor, to coach her. Then Joy feels, I'm educated. I have something. I went to school. I got this degree. I offered him everything to get this. I trained so that I can get this. And now I'm not using it. And now here I am. There's nothing I'm doing. There's no way I can go and ask for a job. They accept me the way I am. One, even I don't have a suit or a good dress that I can go with for an interview. My CV, I don't have even lighting. my age and the one I write a CV, people ask, where this period, what have you been doing? You know that I don't have experience. So that's some of the things that Joyce, now she is describing. She is in a prison, that she needs somebody to help her. Then she feels, even if I get a job today here, where will I go? After work, where will I go? Tomorrow morning, what shoe, what other dress I'll change? I don't have all that. So all that's what she is calling in a prison, that she needs somebody who can help her. And now the best thing to do, what I can advise Joy, if I get a chance, or if I to find her, and I think she has expressed that to you, if she gets a rehab, and I can recommend, there are several rehabs which can be able to do that. She go there for treatment. After working, she can be absorbed as a counselor. First she gets treated. After treatment, she remains in that rehab now, not as a client, but as a worker. She start working there. And slowly, she'll be able to build her own. She'll start buying her clothes. She'll start buying her essentials in the house. And then she can be able to get a house outside the rehab. She can be able now to own her own house. She can be able to move on in life. And I think that's the way to go. And that will have addressed the issue of environment. That will also have addressed the issue of feeling significant and feeling valuable, that she has value. And there's something she's doing which is important. Yes.
So what you're saying, there is hope for her, and that relapse is part of recovery.
Yes. There is hope. I have seen other people who have, and I have helped. We have helped so many people, and who have really changed. Let me give you an example, because this one is in the public dominion. There is this boxer called Justina. How many times have we taken Nakada? Even the last one that she was in Nyeri, we took her. We paid for her as Nakada. Have we given up on her? What's the difference between Justina and Joy? Why condemn one and not the other one? Both of them are sick, and not both. Everybody with addiction, they are sick. They need love and they need support, and there is hope. And you can find when Justina comes out of the treatment, she is so good, a good lady, moving on and doing helping her family. So if enjoy, that's all what she needs.
You should not give up on me. Please don't give up on me. Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Clearly, she is destined for much more, and the zeal to get out of this so-called prison that she has found herself in for the past couple of years, she says she's ready and willing to get out of it. Reporting for Tuko News, my name is Kevin Phillips. Momanya.